Okay, it's recording now. So we are having a little
Yes.
LT check-in because we love the last minute, right? We love the end. We love, well, I would say the beginning, but we don't love that because if you were like me, I was still asleep for the first 6 months. But okay, I have
Hence the glass. Hence the
three.
glass.
I wish they didn't have our little manager's reception tonight. They've been having it every night.
Huh?
So I have been
Oh, is that?
a lot about LIT, about how many points I had or didn't have. And I, seriously, not kidding, have 15,589 points total. That's LIT. I mean, that's
I
recruit,
don't even know what I
everything.
got.
So every one of you has more points than me. So yay for y'all. But I was thinking back to the very first LIT that I earned, and then kind of going through every one, because I've earned 7, right? I think that's right, including the cruise that didn't go anywhere. But anyway, so I've always earned it last minute, and but this time I think it was just different. I just have kind of put it to the side and been like, not happening. I haven't even really thought about it that much, and so I definitely haven't pushed for it. So, I'm missing one of my pieces of paper. But I think I remember it in my head. So I sat down yesterday and I kind of did out the math of how many points I have and what I would need to have by the end of February in terms of recruits, that is bodies, and sales. And I came up with 14 recruits. Actually, I had 13, but really the number was 13.4. And I'm like, well, I can't recruit half of a person. So I went up to 14 people. So that is how many that I would have to have. Wait, the best part, they would not only have to sign up, but they would have to qualify, which is more like giving birth. Here lately for getting people to qualify. So
Mm-hmm.
I started thinking,
True.
is that impossible? No. Is it likely? Still no. But I looked at all of you guys and I thought, several of you can very well earn this trip still. And I'm not saying that I'm throwing in the towel by any means, because here's the other part of my plan that's at the end of what I'm going to tell you. So at 31,000 points, we get a $500 payout. And at 40,000 points, we get a $1,000 payout. So I'm still way away from even the 31,000 points. But I'm going to give this plan everything that I have in hope to get to at least that 31,000 points for the $500 payout, because I have another plan at the end of this to tell you about. So the first thing that we've got to do is evaluate our points and make a plan or a little map for, okay, how many recruits do I have to have, how many sales, all of that. The good thing, I guess, if there is a good thing here, is that they can sign up by the end of February, but then they have March to get qualified. So we will talk about getting qualified a little later, but we need the bodies right now. Do all of you know how many recruits you have to have, like for real? Like, I know we say, oh, I need 25 people, but for real, how many recruits you need to have sign up? So Kayla needs 10.
Kayla.
Lori
9 or
needs
10.
9 or 10.
9 or 10. Now,
9 or 10.
Because I'm
I could
15.
do 8 if I could get my sales, but
Yeah.
that's not going to happen either.
so is that, like you said, 10? Is that 10 new bodies, or do you have any bodies.
I have 2,
We're
but
not-
they
we're
won't.
not
There's
gonna
no
talk
way they're
about
going to requalify.
Mine have fallen off and smacked their heads, and I have 7 for the earning period that have not qualified, but
I mean, I
They will
still
not
need
respond.
2 just to qualify for the trip. That's not including how many I need in order to get enough
Yeah,
points.
I still have to have,
I have
exactly. I'm in the same boat. I still have to have 2 Topeka in order to even qualify. But that doesn't even count the ones that I've got to have to get enough points, because there's no
Right.
way. I mean, I've sold like my guts out this month and still, I just don't see how it possibly could happen unless Jesus intervened and gave me the best fundraiser I've ever had in my life to do for February. And I'm going to try. I'm not quitting. I'm going to try.
What if
But,
all
you know.
had like a
Throw me in on that
$15,000
prayer.
fundraiser? Now, that would be. Let's put that on a whole nother call, because that would be.
Okay.
I mean, you look at it, 5 is the minimum
It's okay
to
now.
have to earn the trip, but you
I
can
have
get
4.
points any which way you want. I see Serena. I see a baby.
Wait,
I'm
I don't
here
see
too.
Serena. Oh, there's Serena.
Hi.
Can you hear me at all?
Yep.
Yeah.
We can hear you.
Wasn't sure if I did that right.
We have.
There's them did a fat cheeks, baby.
We're just talking about that the first, like, step 1 is to evaluate our points and make a plan for, okay, I need this many recruits, this many sales, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm
How
working
many-
with Pikas. I
how
have
many
4
points?
Pikas so far. I have 4 Pikas, and then I have 5 more that I need to Pika. I have 5 that have enrolled, but only one of them is at like $500, and the rest are at like less than $200.
So how many points do you have right now?
Right about 28,500 or 29,000.
So you're well on your way. You are.
Well, so close and yet so far.
That is like the epitome of this trip. So close yet so far away. When we started the earning, in my mind, I was thinking, okay, this is no big deal because we have a year, right?
Right.
Well, a year has come and just about flat gone. Like, really, what happened to the year? So that every one of us, that's the first step before we do anything else, is to know, evaluate how many points we have, and then make a plan working backwards of, okay, I'm going to have this much sales for the rest of January, and I'm going to have this much sales in February, and then dividing the rest by the 2,000 points per Pika. So regardless of whether you can see the 45,000 trip points in grasp or whatever, all of us should push to at least the 31,000 points, because I have an idea, I have a thought at the end. Just be patient. So I have 3 steps that if you do it, I am offering a money back guarantee that you will get those recruits. However many you need. If you said you need 10, you need 5, you need whatever. For me, I need 14. I need 13 and a half, but I might as well, I've got to round up to say 14. So the first step, we need to start tomorrow. And it's almost like a formula. You've got to think about it as a formula. And I know we've talked about it before, we've done it before, we've said it before, but it really, really, really works if we do it. So step number 1, starting tomorrow, is 5 days in a row. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 1 soft recruiting post a day for the next 5 days. So that's taking us through this last full week of January. And I know y'all know, but I'm just going to say it, the whole soft recruiting post. Number 1, on our regular page, not in our group or in whatever, but our regular page. and a soft recruiting post of, I've already got mine for tomorrow. I've already thought it out and planned it out. I'm going to post a picture. I don't know what the picture's going to be. I'll make that up as I go. But being out in Arizona and traveling and all this with baseball, and I'm going to say something about how thankful and grateful I am for 31. Because of 31, I'm able to be in Arizona since last Wednesday. I didn't have to take off. I didn't have to call in sick, fake sick, whatever. And I also was able to afford it without it being a financial burden or strain. And that's all I'm going to say is because of 31. Thankful, whatever. So that's what I consider a soft recruiting post of sharing without selling, or sharing without, the active, blatant, join my team now, blah, blah, blah. And it needs to be personal, and it needs to be genuine to you. And, Amy, I can hear your babies, and they are so sweet. I'm just going to mute you. That way, if you want, and you can wave at me or something, I'll unmute you. But that way, you don't feel stressed with listening or double listening. Okay. So it does need to be genuine to you and meaningful to you. Whether it's something that the money has allowed or allotted for you, whether it's something that your time, having the time to whatever, be a stay-at-home mom, be a homeschool mom, be a, whatever it is that is personal and genuine to you. But 5 days in a row, 5 recruiting posts, soft recruiting posts. Let me rephrase that. And it's very intentional. Sorry, I dropped something. It's very intentional, and it works together with this plan, okay? On day, and I made it, this is real official, y'all. I used my thought pad from the hotel little desk, okay? On day 4, you're going to send an email to all of your contacts in your back office, including home office leads and everything. I will share my email that I'm going to send with y'all, but it's just going to be talking about, new year, new you, starting off the new year with a new opportunity, blah, 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 okay? I mean, you can word it however you want, but I'm going to share mine with you. So you'll have those 2 pieces of the puzzle. Think of this as a puzzle, okay? And the goal is recruit, 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 because nobody is going to pack their bags and go to Hawaii without some crazy, massive recruiting going on. But I can tell you this, I look back at recruiting numbers. There are months that people have had 10 to 15 recruits in a month on our team. So that said,
yeah, they all named Shannon.
I have had I think a 10 recruit month before. So
what?
we can all do that. I promise. I'm gonna look back and share some of those stats.
Yeah, y'all are awesome. That's all I got to say.
You've had one. I know you had 7 or 8.
Maybe 7. Maybe.
When you think about it, I'm gonna look right here at my thing. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 weeks to do 10, 12, 14, whatever our number is. 6 weeks. That is doable. And I'm not going to say it is not doable with passive recruiting. It is doable with active, kind of aggressive, crazy recruiting. So, okay. That is step 2. Step 1 is the 5 soft recruiting posts, 1 a day for 5 days in a row. Step 2 is the email that's going to be sent on day 4 of those recruiting posts. So that's going to be If you start it tomorrow, that's going to be sent on Thursday. And then you need to make a list. And you can do that list after you send the email, because hopefully you get some feedback from the email. You'll get some responses or whatever. But you make that list from your soft recruiting post and email sent, okay? And if you can't think of the list, just, at least 40 to 50 people on the list, then you go and start digging. Go to your Facebook group, go to your customer list, go to your contact list, go to your friends list, go to your phone list, go to whatever, but have a list of at least 40 to 50 potential recruits. Okay? Ooh. I promise. Go to, home office lead list. If you search, and I'm going to say the 5 recruiting posts should take 15 to 20 minutes each. So 15 to 20 minutes, 5 days in a row. The email may take 30 to 45 minutes. Your list may take you an hour to sit down and comb through and go through to have the list. Okay? Then the last step, well, it's not technically the last step, but it's kind of, is offer. Y'all have heard me talk about the challenge I did several LITs ago where I offered to one person every day for 30 days. One person. Well, this is overdrive. We're not doing one person. Throw that out the window. You're going to offer to at least 3 every day until you reach your goal. Okay? I'm going to repeat that. Offer to at least 3 people every day. It may be, for me, it needs to be like 5 people because my number is 14. And that's 14 thinking that they're all going to qualify, which we know that's not going to happen because, that's just unrealistic. So at least 3, maybe 3 to 5 people every day. And we have 6 weeks, but I'm probably going to say you're going to do it for at least 4 to 5 weeks based on numbers. Whatever, if your number's lower, it may not take you that long. But until you get to your goal, y'all, it works. I promise it works. I know that it works. I've done it before, and I believe in it. It's an overdrive recruiting plan, but if we do it, we will not have any problem whatsoever getting to the 31,000 points, or some of you that are much farther along, the 40,000 points. Now, that's the plan. Obviously, the goal is for every single one of us is to get to 45,000 points to earn a trip to Hawaii. That would be amazing. I would probably, I don't even know that I would do it. I may have a heart attack and die if that actually happened for me because of where I'm at now, not even 16,000 points, and where I would need to be. I have one that has peaked. One person, she joined in June of last year, and she peaked in January. I don't know. Does she like J months? Whatever. But that has just not been my priority or my focus this year. But I know that this plan for recruiting will work if we do it. Now, what I want to challenge y'all with is for us to hold each other accountable. We know who's on this call, and then maybe some of the other girls will watch the recording and they'll chime in too. But if we see that Lori has not made her post on Wednesday, and we can go to each other's pages and go, okay, I see her soft recruiting post. That's really good. And we see at 6:00 Wednesday night, Lori hasn't made hers for Wednesday. We can message her and say, hey, what are you doing? Why have you not made your post? because it's a plan. And if we're all on this plan, then we can hold each other accountable and help and share and show. And, like I said, I'm going to start working on my email probably tomorrow, because I have kind of a plan in my head, because I've done it before, to kind of type up. And then I'm going to share it with y'all. If somebody else has a really good idea about that, share it. Now, 2 things, actually 3 things that I have done in the past that have actually worked. One is offered a $50 rebate for their kit once they're qualified. That is 100% within policies and procedures. It's tying it to something, whether that's a party or, and you can do whatever you feel comfortable with. Now, if you do the numbers, if they qualify and they send $1,000, you're going to earn $30 on that as a director at 3%. So that's basically $20 out of your pocket. But to them, they see it as, oh, wow, so I'm getting all this in this kit for $49. So it has worked. I have gotten recruits doing that, offering a $50, rebate. Now, one thing about that is to tie it to that to that qualifying, and it be a limited time thing. It's not open-ended for the rest of your life. Hey, this Friday, today only, 1 day special offer deal. I'm offering a $50 rebate for anyone who joins my team and gets qualified in their first 30 days. And if they, if they question that or kind of wonder about that, I see more hustings. That you tell them, look, you have 30 days, and I'm here to help you. I'm going to help you with your launch party. I'm going to help you, blah, blah, blah. The second thing that I have done is offer an exclusive training opportunity, which I'm going to put some of that in my email, so you will be able to see that, and I can elaborate more on that when I do up my email. But having an offer, okay, is kind of what that's tied to. And then the third thing I've done is asking for help. And we discount this so much, but I know of 2 girls that earned LIT last year 100% because they did this part. I'm not saying sign up your dog or your horse or your cat. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying if you have a sister or you have a best friend or you have a blah, blah, whoever, whatever, and you know that they support you, they love you, they want to help you, going to them and just simply asking, hey, I need you to blah, blah, blah. I need you to do this. Can you, do this for me? For one, them signing up for $99, they're getting over $300 worth of stuff for $99. You can think of it as kidnappers do that all day long, every day. We have consultants that really do want to sell that sign up and never do anything, so they're technically a kidnapper. Number 2, they have to qualify, or them signing up doesn't mean anything to you. So it's simply saying, look, you sign up, you get all of this stuff for $99. You can use it. You can give it away as gifts. You can sell it in a yard sale, whatever you want to do with it. After, you have a party, and I help you with that party, and you're going to at least sell $1,000 at that party. And if they love you, if they genuinely want to help you, and you can tell them up front, look, if you want to do this business after that, great. If you do not, there's nothing holding you back from not doing it. We're not a cult. We're not going to come to your house and kill you or whatever. So those are the 3 things that I've done before that have really worked. The kit, offering an exclusive kind of training opportunity, and then asking a friend or family member. So My last part is the alternate LIT. And I talked about this with, I know I mentioned it to Lori one day, and I think I've talked to somebody else, and just kind of run it by them just to see what, the thoughts or whatever. And I have actually done some homework and looked it up. So my thinking is, my goal is I want to at least earn the $500 payout. Then I want to take that $500 payout and I want to go on an alternate LIT cruise. Y'all, we could even do a shirt, okay, that says alternate LIT 2019. That would be kind of cheesy and funny, but I'm all about it. I've already talked to Wally about it, and he's all in. He says, okay, as long as I'm going somewhere, whatever. Hawaii would be amazing, but okay.
How do you feel about an alternate LIT?
What?
Not Hawaii, but like a cruise.
Oh, are you talking to Brian?
Jeff is totally in as long as Tommy and everybody else are showing up with the guys.
Yes, we will all be there.
Oh, listen, if I'm paying for a cruise, if there's a cruise involved or going somewhere involved that Tommy don't have to pay for, girl, he's telling you.
Perfect.
And especially, it's even better if he don't have to fly there. Boy hates to fly. I mean, yeah.
He said he's good with it.
I looked
He said
up
it's not Hawaii, but he's good with it.
cruising out of Galveston.
Oh, yeah.
That way, and here's why, because for any of you West Coast girls, flying into Houston would be much, much cheaper than going like to Florida, like Miami and where, Fort Lauderdale, all those places in South Florida that that they cruise out of. So I have looked up a cruise out of Galveston. We can get one for like $280 per person. Now you can do it much more if you want a balcony and all that stuff. I mean, that would be up to you. But basically, if we earned the $500 payout, the first level, which most of you definitely should be able to get to the $1,000 payout, then you have nothing out of your pocket. But you turn around and use that to book the cruise. And that would be in September. And it would be out of Galveston, like I said. And for us in Mississippi, I mean, it is quite a trek, but we could drive there or fly into Houston. If we do it and you jump on this, I would probably just drive, and then I would help, do any transportation to and from airports. So you don't have that on your plate. And then the great thing about a cruise is all your food is included. You would just have to buy a drink package if you were so inclined to partake in drinking. But it would be super fun, kind of funny, kind of a little different take on, and it's not out of our pocket. As that way we're all still working this plan and working towards LIT. If we fall short, hey, we're still going to get this $500 payout or this $1,000 payout, and we're still going to go on an amazing trip with our 31 sisters. So what do you think?
I think it's great. Also, if we get any Pikas, though, we got to remember there's going to be Wishes rewards in there, too. And I've got, like, that $500 gift card.
There you go. So that's even, we would basically, you could take that and roll that onto paying for the cruise. Some of you girls that would need to fly could pay for the flight or pay for drink packages or whatever. So, I mean, I love it. I think that's what I need to motivate myself to keep working any kind of plan, because I'm so far from earning Hawaii that it's not even funny. So, I think it sounds fun, and it would be really, and we could even, open it up if we wanted to other leaders in, you know, in our lineage
Yes.
or, you know, whatever. I wouldn't want to get too big. Like, I don't want to go out and in the leading together or whatever, because I don't want any kind of questions or, oh my goodness, what are y'all talking about? And it's just, it would be like us planning a trip
Separate package.
with all of our husbands and nothing to do with LIT, but it's just a way to keep working our plan, not give up and throw in the towel, and know we have something to want to achieve, whether that's a $500 payout, whether it's a $1,000 payout, plus the wishes rewards that if you get 2 or 3 more PICAs, which we have to have, 3 for 31,000 and 4 for the 40,000, then you're going to get $200 Visa gift card here, $200 there. You may even have everything, including your airfare, paid for, you know, through wishes plus the LIT payout. And we get to go on a cruise. We still get to go on a September trip. And it'll be fun.
Ron's birthday's in September.
There you go.
It's perfect.
Cruise for his birthday. And I mean, anybody that's even wants to go, if let's say you did not earn the first level payout, the 31,000, any of our leaders that still want to go and participate and do this, I'm 100% yes, come on, go. It's kind of a multi-thing approach or whatever of a girls' trip. Yes, we can take our husbands if we want to. And a 31 trip all together, and still working for the next 6 weeks, which technically we have through March to get them qualified. But the focus, the first focus needs to be recruit. And with that plan that I just laid out, I promise you there's not a single one of us that will not get to the 31,000 points. So, any feedback?
I like it.
I love
love
the
it.
idea. It gives us something to look forward to and not feel like we're, you know, if we can't hit the 45,000 points and get Maui, at least we have something to look back, you know, to fall back on, and not just like as a consolation prize. But I mean, we are getting to be with our sisters, which is the whole point of LIT anyways, is having that time together. Because I
Exactly.
I said,
I'm gonna drown my sorrows while y'all are all gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, right? So that's what I'm excited about, because I love that you said we could open it up to anybody else, like especially in, you know, in our downline and
right.
material or whatever, because I'm thinking, you know, when do I get to see Carrie any other time other than or Christine, or, you know, any of the other people that are, or do what?
That
I lost
happened
you,
going to
Kayla.
Maui.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. I'm waiting to see it. Yeah.
And you're exactly right. It will take away the, oh my gosh, they're in Hawaii
The thing.
and at home eating 40
It sucks.
donuts.
It sucks.
Well, the thing is that, you know, like we go to Hawaii, we love Maui, and so we were excited to experience it some way that we've never had. But I said it wouldn't be any fun without you ladies there, because that's who we know and that's who we've got, you know, that's the fun part of it. Like, it would be weird to be there with people we didn't know. So.
Yeah.
I would probably still go.
Agreed.
If I had 40
Right.
I would
Yes.
too, but still.
But my several thoughts I had was, number one, where I'm at right now with points in LIT is I might as well check out. You know, it's just not in the cards. So I was thinking about it and thought, you know, if they, and I probably wouldn't have even really thought about it if they didn't have those other 2 levels. Okay.
Right.
What about earning a $500 payout and doing something kind of, you know, killing 2 birds with 1 stone, still having a trip, still have something to work towards, and still having fun all in the same, thing. And being able to do a cruise is the main thing that you can do with a $500 payout. But who knows if we take this plan that I mapped out very carefully on my thought pad from the Hampton Inn in Arizona, and we work it and we give 100% to it, there's no doubt that several of you can pedal that cycle even faster and harder and get to that 45,000 points. I don't want anybody to give up on it. I just wanted to say, let's take the plan, let's work the plan, give it 100% for the next 6 weeks, and then see where we are. And we'll come back together and go, okay, I've got 15 recruits. Now I need to get 14 of them qualified. And then work on that piece going through March, because we can still get them qualified. And who knows where we'll end up at the end.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I like that a lot because I was actually about to the point that literally just wanting to quit. It's like checking out the whole thing. Like, yeah, well, it's wintertime. It's February. Whatever. I'm just going to make my little 1,000 a month and keep doing my little director numbers and do my thing and not even try anymore for Maui because it just seems so out of reach. But this kind of makes me like a little more excited. Does that make sense? Because that seems okay, I can do this. I can do this.
Exactly. And that was my thinking too, because I need that for myself.
Yeah.
I'm being a little selfish here. I'm sharing with y'all what I need for me, if that makes sense. Because I do like to play sports, and I do want to earn things and stuff. And I've been really in the dumps of thinking, okay, unless something miraculous happens, it's just not happening. So it's a double-edged piece of the puzzle.
Yeah, I'm like Lori. I've been wanting to like give up, but too dang stubborn. I just can't let it go. But it would hurt less if I didn't earn it because I didn't try. Like try and then still don't get it. I would just think to myself, okay, it would hurt less if I don't even try.
Exactly. And
rather than killing yourself and still missing the mark.
Right.
And I think that's a mental thing that we, I had already planned my speech of, well, I didn't work for it and I didn't do anything and I instead of going, I about killed myself and still didn't earn it. And at this point, it would be, wow, look at what I did do in this short period of time.
Yeah.
And look at what I'm going to get to do, so.
Right.
What was our earning period? When did it start for Pika's?
March 1st.
Okay, so
March
1st. Okay.
So any recruit.
But the hard thing was is some of us were still working on Atlantis. And so, it was like that double whammy. And then we're so tired from kicking our rear ends to get Atlantis.
And
so it took us a couple months to get back on track. And then with the changing of the catalog cadence and a bunch of other stuff, like numbers are just not where they're supposed to be. Like there's no way. I know there's a lot of people that have earned the trip, but there's a lot of things that have changed that have made personal volume numbers really hard for the last, 6, 7, 8 months.
Exactly. And that's across the board. And that's just,
right.
I can analyze it 6 ways from Sunday, but I really think that if we buckle down and we work this plan and we focus full steam ahead and quit, I had to have this conversation with a couple of girls not long ago, quit focusing on, Hawaii, 45,000 points. Oh my gosh. This is a broken down plan of do these posts, do the email, make the list, offer to 3 to 5 people every day, move forward with that plan and not look all the way up here, get distracted by all these other things that we have no control over. And then know that at the end of the day, we're given all that we have, we're doing all that we can. And if we fall short, we still have this little consolation prize of, hey, I'm still going to go on a trip. I'm still going to take my husband somewhere. I'm still going to see my 31 sisters. It's going to be fun, and it's going to be fun, and it's going to be amazing. It's kind of two-prong approach.
I like it.
Sabrina, you have not chimed in. Are you busy with the baby, or are you? And I have no doubt if you're at 25 to 29,000 points somewhere in there, I mean, you're gonna pack your suitcase and be.
My wheels are spinning. I'm trying hard. Having been sick the past month was really, really hard to get my feet under me. I couldn't get my head, out of a box of Kleenex to try and even think anything through. So now, I mean, I think I have 4 or 5 girls that I just need to peek at, but only one of them is at 500. The rest are below 200. And I'm checking them, and I'm constantly trying to get them moving. 2 of them are my cousins. The one that's at 500 is a cousin, and then I just had a cousin enroll this month. So like you said, asking, I know I can reach out to them and be like, girl, I need you to get me to Maui. So I know I can push them a little harder and a little differently than my other girls. One of them was a home office lead. I got you get the alert that you got a home office lead, and then right after that I got the welcome her. But I've never been able to reach her by phone. I've never been able to get to reach her by anything except when I sent my welcome email, she filled out the Google Doc form. That's all she's done. So hopefully I can get, back in with them, get them doing something, moving there. But next month with the LUT special, I haven't even considered making that a fundraiser. My brain was too stuffed with snot to get wrapped around.
Bless you.
Now that we're talking about it, I am more fired up, but I'm like, okay, I do know I can probably come up with shifting it a little bit from recruiting, but reaching out to 3 to 5 people a day to do a fundraiser and get that going, even on a smaller scale, to get my numbers there and still keep working on my recruits. So to do that combined, because I have been, I don't want to say on my laurels the past month, because I really was really, really sick, but it hasn't been my focus, and I don't feel great about that. So I do want to double down on what I'm doing to kind of make up for, that forced time off. And then I was also thinking that would very much be my soft recruiting post is that, thank goodness I made it through that. I still have a paycheck. I still did, I didn't have to show up anywhere to get my paycheck. I could do it from my bed with Kleenex shoved up my nose, nobody having to.
Oh my goodness.
Exactly. So my mind's definitely spinning with everything that I could do, because it's just this much out of reach. So maybe if I stretch that much harder, I could still get to Maui. And then my other thought is, if there's enough of us going on our alternate LIT cruise, we could probably get a group rate. That's my other thought.
Very, very true. Yes. And maybe an upgrade to a balcony room or something. Yeah. Well, I love how you're thinking. I mean, that's the beauty of this business, is recruiting may not need to be your sole focus like all of us others, but you're shifting that thinking to, but I need my sales. I need to push that. So I'm going to reach out. I'm going to shift that number from 3 to 5 recruiting offers to 3 to 5 fundraising offers. And I mean, that's perfect too. And if we could miraculously all have $10,000 fundraisers, then we might be going on 2 trips in 2019. We may be like, hey, I still want to do this cruise, and I'm earning Maui. So those are those are my thoughts, and I hope it makes sense. Does the plan, the recruiting plan, I may type it up and send it out in an email. That way the ones that didn't tune in can still have it in front of them, and and then we can check back in and we'll hold each other accountable and that kind of thing.
That's a great idea.
I like it.
Anything anybody else wants to add? I'm going to go ahead and stop recording.